welcome to episode number 9 of Out of My Depth in Paradise. I am the FM Novice, and it's been a very frustrating evening so far. It may not look it by looking at the league table, but it has been, and I'll tell you for why. So we go back to the opening game of the season in the Champions League, which was the Azam game, which we just about scraped through in yesterday's episode. We've played a lot of football since then. It's been alright in the league. We won the first 3 games before we played our next Champions League match, and that was against Centre Chiefs. And we got through on the away goals rule. Carlos Lore scoring our goal in the second leg to get us through. Then a good run in the league, 3 straight victories before it all started to fall off. La Paz at home in front of 500 people, and we lost 2-1, which is not the full story of the events. We actually won this game 5-1. And then Football Manager decided to crash. Then we played it again. And we lost. Angry doesn't even come close to the emotion that I'm feeling right now. It's just... It's going to be a tough league because Stade Linense are unbeaten. And they are looking in a very, very good side. Any dropped points is going to cost us. And that game is going to cost us, even though... In my mind we won it, but I have to move on. We won the next game away from home 2-1. Not a great performance. Late goal gave us the win. And then we played our first Champions League group stage game and got an absolute spanking. 3-0 down after 12 minutes. We then eventually lost 4-1. And then against Foresters, we won 3-0. A routine, comfortable victory. Today's game away at Wydad Casablanca from Morocco is going to be incredibly tough because they won the Champions League last season. They're not an also-ran. These guys are the favourites. We are 50-1 to win this game. They are 1-33. I'm not a betting man, but that feels like we do not have much of a chance. This could be a very, very bad night for me. And remember, I'm already quite angry. And to make matters worse, we can only field 6 subs because we've got an under-20 match on at the same time. Who scheduled that? So our team for today's game, we are actually unchanged from our last match. We've got Thomas Hall in goal. Divaldo Hall is our right back. Mami Dugassi is our left back. With Senoko Jian and Murpho Mafiot as my 2 central defenders. Jian, I think, is a new player for you. He was been with me since the start, but hasn't really had much of an opportunity. Really, he's played 3 times overall in the league, twice this season, once last season. He probably won't become anything, but I'm having real problem with my defensive line at the moment because we're missing Minus from last season. He was a very, very good player for us. He retired, and we have not had anyone to come through to replace him. We've got a load of teenagers, and sometimes they play like it. Mafiot has had a poor season compared to last season. Rose has not looked great. And actually Barb can come in. Correction, Barb is available. I didn't believe he was available, so he will come in for Mafiot. I'm picking the team on the fly here, as you can tell. No prior work has gone into recording this episode, as per normal. Midfield 3, that's fairly settled, and that's been pretty performing well all season. Agafinfi and the two Sazettes in the side. Les Brunch from the right-hand side. Lurie from the left-hand side, with Anacora up front at the moment. I don't really want to watch. This could go incredibly badly, incredibly quickly. When we first got the draw, I thought if we can beat Ismaili and Enugu, who are from Nigeria, and get through as long as we survive against Casablanca. Whereas I think we're going to lose every game. Good tackle by Barb, he's through. There you go. That is the luck of the draw. Good defensive tackle, but no, the guy just runs through and puts Casablanca 1-0 up. Already our game plan is in tatters and we are losing, but we are not out of sight at the moment as long as we don't concede the next goal. Ducey into Boulas comes inside. Hermanch. They look like they can break us up at will. Cross into the near post and it's headed over the bar. Good chance, 15 minutes gone. And Ingu are winning their game against Ismaili, which means we are going to be cut adrift as it stands. But I think this is as good as it will be for this season. Sometimes when you have a load of kids, they play like a load of kids. And at the moment, they are playing like a load of kids. And against a quality side like this, it could get very, very messy. I would accept a 2-0 defeat now. Anything more than 2-0 I'd accept. I'd be comfortable with that. As long as we're competitive for most of the game, I think I'll be calm with that. But as it stands, 25 minutes in, we have not really had any opportunity to do anything in the game. And I am fearing the worst at the moment. But we have the ball. Anakora gives the ball away. El Karati, long ball over the top. And Nem traces through. He beats his man. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, but he drags his shot wide. We are only in this game because they are being wasteful. We have a throw. Mami Dugassi to Sazette. Back to Dugassi to Sazette. The other Sazette. Down the line, but it's intercepted. Tomasi. Nem. Don't let him through. Going nowhere there. Cross it in, and it's saved by the keeper. Good save, and it's. Oh, blimey, that should have been 2. Should have been 2 somehow, but we got away with it again. Butas Agudant is on the ball, but we hook the ball away. There's no one there. It is one-way traffic. Said. Good tackle. Suzette. Long ball down the line to Anakora. The lone man up front. Gives the ball away though. To Asi. Long ball over the top. Nen is through on goal. Can he pull it back? He does. It's the post. Blimey. I'm going to have to make a change here because tactically we are being slaughtered. I think it's probably the word. We're going to go defensive. We're going to take a breather. I don't really know what else I want to do. I'm going to stay on our feet as well. Anything we can try and do that is going to stop them just laying siege at our door. Normally we are the dominant side in games, but I think in Europe we're going to have to be the lesser of the 2 sides as the ball breaks to us. Mamadou Kassi to Suzette. Loses the ball and they can break. Ball over the top. Nem is through. Good touch. Plays it across the goal and puts it wide of the post. Just before half time, we are being absolutely slaughtered here, and it is not pretty watching. It is only 1-0, and that is only because we have been lucky. Nem breaking through down the line. Busagard said, and that makes it 2-0 at the near post. It's been coming, it is fair to say. Any hope we had of winning this game is long since gone. It is all about playing for pride now. 2 games in. 2 defeats on the spin, -5 goal difference. We haven't scored yet. Yep. Considering that is the advice for my assistant manager, tell the boys are doing well and efforts have been excellent. We are matching expectation and just hanging on here. Let's give the fans a good performance, boys. We're going to tell you there's a lot more got to come from you guys, a lot more got to come from you, and from you, a lot more to come. Anything to make sure we do not let this go out of sight and becomes a cricket score. Hall with a throw-in. Suzette back to Hall. Can we at least fashion a chance? We get into the box at least. Agafinfi. Dugassi does not win that ball. And they look to break and they played it down the line. Lots of space for all these guys. Long ball over the top. More space, but we should defensively deal with this. Xian back to so that said goal for Anse Reunion, but it was actually an own goal. What can you do about that? Could have been Lucas on Anakora. Bless him, he hasn't had much of a chance up front on his own there. And we're going to bring Bibi on for Lesserance, purely because Lesserance needs a bit of a break. We've lost the game, and we're going to need him for the next one. And Bibi is fairly useless, as we saw. I think it was in the last episode he played, didn't he? But there's not really much we can do. They have a free kick now. This will probably be 4, and it's headed over the bar. Oh dear, this has not been a good evening of Football Manager for me. Carbon copy headed over again. You shouldn't play when you're frustrated or annoyed, and I am keeping my cool. No one's had a particularly good game as we enter the last 25 minutes of the game. Hall's done alright in goal, but it just shows you the golfing class between Moroccan football and Seychelles football. Cross in, they're down, and Saidi makes that 4-0 on the night. And we have to be very, very honest and say we have got what we have deserved today. We're going to go contain for the last 15 minutes, so just sort of try and remove the chances of them scoring another goal as Lucas picks up the loose ball. We've got a massive amount to do from there. He's probably going to have a wild shot at some point. Bibby on the ball now. Inside to Agafinfi. Can we get a goal just to salve a little bit of pride? I doubt we will. Agafinfi. To Loray. Deflected. Dugassi. Then Law. Suzette. Shoot. Bibby, shoot. Oh, that is a good save from the goalkeeper. That would have been nice. The best move we've had all game. But it was saved. And this has been an education in how to beat a team in a Champions League match. Nam running through. Please stop scoring, boys. 4 is enough. 4 just about gives us a smidgen of dignity to take back to the Seychelles. What changes can I make? I'm going to bring Rose on for Dugassi. It's not a great game, but I could make probably 11 changes at this point, and it won't make much of a difference. We've got a young squad, as I've said, and this defeat could be very damaging for the morale. But hopefully we will bounce back in the league in the next game. We've got a very, very tough game against Stade Louise in a few weeks' time. That could be huge. They are unbeaten. We have only lost once officially. That will be a mammoth tie. Hopefully we can get a good result and go to retain our league title. But I have my doubts that we can retain the league title. I think the best we're going to do this season is maybe win a cup competition if we can. But as I say, this is a journey. Life is a journey, and we'll dust our wounds down. We will move on to the next game because we have been outclassed. A hat-trick from Mimoun Sidadi and Thomas Hall own goal, even though technically speaking I would blame the defender for passing it back. But we move on. We have to. There's nothing else we can really do. From me, the FM novice, to you, the audience, thank you for staying with me for this one. I'll talk again very, very soon. Good evening.